It was a humid August afternoon in downtown Austin, Texas. The kind of heat that made the pavement shimmer and sunglasses a necessity. I had just left my new office job, marketing assistant at a growing startup, and was halfway through my daily coffee run when fate, dressed in navy slacks and a wrinkle-free white shirt, nearly walked right past me. "Eric?" I asked, my voice a little too loud for the quiet sidewalk. He paused mid-step and turned around slowly, squinting in the sun. His eyes widened slightly. "Emma," he said, smiling. "Wow. Wow indeed. The last time I saw Eric was 3 years ago in Chicago. We were younger, broke, and fumbling through our 20s together, like blindfolded kids trying to finish a puzzle without the box. When we broke up, it wasn't explosive. It was the slow death of two people growing in different directions, one quiet dinner conversation at a time. And now here he was. Taller? Definitely fitter. Confident. Polished. My stomach flipped in a way it hadn't in years. "Fancy seeing you here," I said, trying to sound casual. He chuckled. "I moved to Austin about 6 months ago. I'm consulting for a tech firm out here. What about you?" "Same," I said. "Not consulting, marketing. Just started a few weeks ago." We stood in silence for a moment, the city buzzing behind us, both clearly unsure of what to say next. "Want to grab coffee?" he asked. And just like that, we picked up a conversation we hadn't had in years. Inside the air-conditioned cafe, the years between us evaporated like steam off a latte. We caught up on work, cities we'd both visited, mutual friends we'd lost touch with. It was easy, like slipping into an old sweatshirt you forgot still fit perfectly. But something was different this time. He didn't interrupt like he used to. He asked questions. He laughed at my terrible coffee joke, and not the polite kind of laugh. The real one. As we finished our drinks, he leaned back and said, "I have to admit, you seem happier." That caught me off guard. "Really?" "Yeah. Not that you weren't happy before. But now it feels lighter. Like you know who you are." I smiled. "I guess that's what time does. And therapy." He nodded, grinning. "Same. That was new. Eric. The guy who once refused to talk about feelings unless it was about missing a taco truck. Going to therapy?" I was curious. I wanted to know more. And he noticed. "Walk with me," he asked. We strolled down South Congress as the sun dipped behind the skyline. The sky painted in watercolor oranges and purples. It felt cinematic. But what really stuck out wasn't the scenery, it was him. He spoke about his mistakes, how he used to be impatient, how he let fear dictate too many of his decisions. He said the breakup was a wake-up call. "I thought I had time to figure it out," he said, watching the traffic go by. "But losing you made me realize I was already out of time." It wasn't a line. It wasn't a plea to get back together. It was just honest. "You didn't lose me," I said. "We both let go." He nodded, accepting the truth like a grown-up. That too was new. Over the next few weeks, we saw each other a few more times. Always casual. Always easy. And each time, I noticed more of the things I once loved. But now they were wrapped in maturity and humility. He didn't try to fix things. He didn't try to rewrite our past. He just showed up. Fully. Authentically. It wasn't about rekindling romance. It wasn't about pretending we hadn't gone through years of growth separately. It was about witnessing the evolution of someone you once knew deeply and realizing they've become someone you admire. Even more now. One evening, we ended up back at the same cafe where we'd reconnected. He sat across from me, stirring his drink absent-mindedly. "I used to think breakups were failures," he said. "But I think maybe they're just part of the process." I nodded. "Yeah. We needed to become who we are now." "Do you ever wonder what would have happened if we stayed together?" he asked. "Sometimes," I admitted. "But then I realized we weren't ready for who we were meant to be." He smiled. "So who are you now, Emma?" I looked at him, really looked at him. This familiar stranger who once broke my heart, and now sat before me as someone entirely different. I'm someone who knows what she wants. And someone who's not afraid to let go again, if it means holding on to the right things. He exhaled slowly, smiling with understanding. "That's beautiful." We clinked our coffee cups and sat in the quiet glow of the evening, not as exes, Not as what could have beens, but as two people who once shared a chapter, closed the book, and then found each other again in a new one.